Nadia Seed, and today we are going to be DIYing something that's very popular right now, and we are going to be making viral TikTok puppets at home. And today I'm going to be basically recreating / following along with another YouTuber, Txunamy. Let's see how she makes this, and let's make it ourselves. But before we get into it, did you click subscribe? Have you liked this video? You know what? I'm just gonna give you some time. Go ahead and do that right now. Okay, now let's get into it.
Alright, to make something just like this, which is all DIY, a cute little egg, you will be needing markers of your choice if you want to color, a sheet of paper, scissors, tape, cardboard, and a hot glue gun. It's alright if you don't have a hot glue gun, you can just use tape. And if you don't have tape, use a hot glue gun. And that's all you need. Now it's time to get to work.
Okay, let's go get to work. Okay, Txunamy, I've got all of my materials except for the poppet of your choice. And I have some poppets over here, you know, they're pretty cool and stuff. I didn't really want to recreate them using those poppets. I want like a better one, you know? So how about this? How about we head to the store and see what we can find there? We're at the store and I found another poppet that I think I would love to use. I'm going to use this flower poppet, so let's go get it. Okay, change of plans. I actually found this cactus poppet and I like this one better, so I'm going to use it. Let's go now. Okay, so we are back at the studio, and we've got our cute little poppet that's a cactus. It has stars on it. I'm not really sure. Are those like supposed to be like spikes on the cactus or something? I don't really know why they put stars on it, but you know, it's cool. I like it though. It's cute. But anyways, let's move on to our first step in making this poppet. What you gotta tell us, Txunamy? Let's see.
If you don't have one, just do what I do. So I'll show you right now once I trace it out. You want to trace it out. So, pow, pow. Okay, trace it out just like this. Alright, so it's a bit hard to see, but it's right here. So once you trace it out, you're going to want to go ahead and cut it out. And also please make sure you have parent supervision if you're using scissors.
Cool! Let's go ahead and take our cardboard, trace it out, just like that, and cut it out. Txunamy said this is a viral trend on TikTok, so it must be cool once it's done. Oh, and by the way, my cardboard is a little bit messy, just like, you know, from stuff, but that's okay, because we're gonna cover it up once it's all finished. It'll look nice and cute. You'll see. Okay, so I have my little cactus all cut out. It looks super cute. Now, let's have Txunamy tell us what's next. Right.
And so here's the carrot. Again, if you don't have a Fidget, it should look like this. So if you want, go ahead and screenshot it and then trace it. Or just kind of so. Alright, time to move on. The next thing you want to take out is your sheet of paper. So as if you were making a paper squishy, go ahead and get your paper and fold it hamburger style.
Let's take our paper and fold it hamburger style. Okay, so hamburger is like this style, just like halfway. It's a little bit wider than hot dog style, which is this way, like that.
But not to be confused with pizza style and sushi style.
Just kidding. All right, so here we go, and we're just going to try and make the lines as even as we can. We're going to fold it. We're going to press on the fold just like that. We're going to do like that, like straighten it out, flatten it out both ways, and you can even do it on the table if you need. I think that's pretty cool. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, so Txunamy told us to trace it onto our folded sheet of paper and then cut it out. Let's take our pencil and trace it. We finished cutting out both of our cacti, just like that. So now you have 2 of them, and this is pretty cool, I thought too. Look, we have like 2 of these stuff, but we're not gonna be using that. All right, Txunamy, what's the next step?
You want to go ahead and either tape it on or hot glue it on. And when I say tape,
cool. Okay, so I have hot glue, so I'm going to be using that. Okay, So what we're going to do is we're just going to like glue on the outside of the cactus, not in the middle of the cactus. Now we're adding it on. Okay, so with the hot glue, make sure you're super careful because burning yourself is not fun. But anyways, we have that first piece glued on. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but with the second piece. All right, I'm done. I did both sides. Isn't this so cute? How did you do? Comment down below and let me know. Okay, let's move on to the next step. That was a lot saying it super fast, but who cares? Because it's the Nadia Seed channel. Okay, Txunamy, what do we have to do to make this pop and poppin' and make this pop and poppin' and make this pop and poppin' and make this pop and poppin', poppin', and poppin'. Okay, let's go.
So go ahead and get your lead pencil or pen and make a circle where you want the circles because you're going to be cutting those out.
So Txunamy didn't say this, but I just had an idea. To make your circles, to make them look more even and stuff, more precise or whatever, I'm going to be using a half of a glue stick. I'm going to be just like placing it down on the cactus and tracing it, just like that. So it should look something like this. Okay, you can laugh. The placement of these circles are a little bit strange, but listen, I did do 5 of these. I'm going to make 5 with circles. It's going to take a little bit of time to do a lot of circles. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm just doing 5, so I'm going to stick with that. Okay, so next Txunamy says to cut out these circles for the poppet. Make sure you're very careful with this. You might want to have like an adult do it or something. I've done this a bunch of times, so I've kind of like got the hang of it, if that makes sense. Just be careful. This might look a little bit dangerous. Don't copy what I'm doing unless you're used to it, but still be careful. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed my X-Acto knife and this board. Isn't this board so clean? I mean, look at me. I'm just professional. You really don't want to see the other side of my board. My other side of my board, do you even want to see it? I don't know if you do. I don't know if that's good for camera quality. Let's just keep it on this side. Anyways, we're going to cut out these holes carefully. Okay, so I finished cutting out all of the holes and yeah. This part kind of came off when I was trying to cut it out. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to glue it back on and see if that works. Okay, so I fixed the side by gluing it back on, and I used a little bit of tape, and then I took some hot glue and just glued the side to make like a little wall, if that makes sense. So you can see that it's like hot glued over there. But anyways, I also went ahead and did the next step where I was supposed to put this cactus on some paper, and I just traced over the circles, like onto the paper, and I cut it out, but I cut it a little bit bigger. And yeah, I have all 5 of my little circles. Now it's time to color them the same color or color close to the color of this, but we have to do that on the front and the back. So let's go do that. This is the closest color I have to it. I think it looks pretty similar. What do you think? I think it'll work. Alright, so all my circles are colored front and back. You can see. And now let's move on to the next step. Okay, Txunamy, what's next?
And you want to make a slight cut, just like this, almost as if it's walking. Not all the way, you don't want to cut the circle all the way, just a little less than half. Then once you do that, get your tape. And if you want this to be very strong and not to rip, get your tape and put it all the way. If you're not worrying about that, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. Now what I'm doing for this is I covered the tape on the front, but if I was to just push this, it wouldn't work and it'd look really weird. So what I'm doing is I'm making a bunch of cuts all around, kind of, again, if you were making a paper squishy, you make a lot of cuts and then you slowly push it down so you cover it well and it's not kind of just sticking out.
Cool, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so the next thing to do for this fidget, you know, like there's many types of fidgets, but one type of fidget is a poppet. So that's why I said like fidget, since it's a type of fidget. A poppet is a type of fidget. Anyways, the next step we have to do is this cone-shaped thing. I already did 4 of them, but I'm just going to quickly show you how I do them. So I'm going to take a little piece of tape, and we have, since we cut a little slit in it, like she showed us, we have this. We're basically just going to like sort of wrap it around in like a cone-shaped form. And we're going to hold it there. Then we are going to tape it. Perfect. And then we're just going to take our scissors and cut off the excess tape. So then if we want to test it to see if it goes back and forth, we can. And look, perfect. Goes back and forth just like that. All right, Txunamy, what's the next step for the poppet or fidget? Also, sorry about my nails. I painted them like a week ago or something, and they've been wearing off, so I haven't really like taken them off with any acetone or some stuff. Just don't mind them. You know what? They kind of look like cheese, you know, like that cheese with the holes in them. That's kind of what they look like. Anyways, let's get back to work.
Place it down on one of your circles, just like so. Get some tape, not too much, and make sure that the circle you made is covering the cardboard circle. It should cover everything, and once it does, get some tape and tape it down.
Cool. Let's go ahead and do that. Taping/gluing on all of the little holes in here for the poppet, and I think it looks so cute. You know, it's a little messy, but I think we should test it out. What do you think? Start with this one. That sounds nice, but my favorite one, I know I have a favorite hole. My favorite one is this big one, listen. So cute. But anyways, this one over here, you can kind of see if you look closely at it, it has hot glue around the sides because I tried to hot glue that one. Yeah, it won't really push through. It's not really the best, so I do recommend using tape because the rest of them I use tape and it works very well. So the next step is to take our paper, and I'm going to take a little, just cut out a little square. I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to cut a circle. We're going to cut the circle a little larger than our other circles. And you know, I don't really like how that looks, so I'm gonna try again. You know what? I think we're just gonna skip that part. You know, sometimes you have to improvise and make it your own. Sorry, Txunamy. But the last thing we're going to do is color. So I'm going to take the same color that I used for these little dimples, and I'm going to color my cactus. So you might be wondering why I'm using black. Well, I don't really have any markers that color over tape, or at least color over clear tape. So the only marker that works for that, for me, that I have is this black Sharpie marker, which is why I'm using that. It'll probably look a little bit weird, but I think it's cool. I like it. And you know, it's all about what you like. Okay, so once you're done with this part, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. After a bit of time, I finally finished my cactus. I think it looks super cool. What about you? How did yours turn out? So let's go ahead and compare it to our other cactus. Here is our other cactus, and here is mine. I think the shape looks very similar. Okay, let's compare the satin. So this is the real one. And this is the DIY one. Okay, it definitely has some crunch to it, but you know, this this is not as poppy as this one, but this one doesn't really have crunch to it, and this one does. So, I mean, I think it's a win-win. And also, if you just want a fun DIY project, this is perfect. So thanks, Txunamy, for that fun craft. So if you didn't already, are you going to make some Pop-Its, or are you going to just buy some Pop-Its at the store? Anyway, until next time, watch another video right now in full, and let's make not normal the new normal with Nadia. Bye!